As Bitcoin and other cryptos continue to push past their all-time highs, I find myself thinking more and more about all the things that could put a wrench in my exit strategy. I've come to realize that figuring out when to sell is only half the battle. Now, believe it or not, I think timing the market will be easy compared to the other challenges we're likely to face when it comes to realizing the gains we've made. This is because, unlike the last bull run, there is going to be a lot more people and a lot more profits involved this time round. This is going to put a huge strain on cryptocurrency wallets, exchanges, banks, tax authorities, and regulators, causing a tsunami of issues that could decimate your portfolio when you decide to cash out. We've already started to see some of these, such as exchange outages, whenever Bitcoin hits a new all-time high, making it impossible to trade or transfer BTC when you need to most. These issues will only become more common, and today I'm going to tell you how you can plan for them so you don't get wrecked when the big day comes. Just a quick intermission for my terms and conditions. By watching this video, you agree that nothing in this video is financial or investment advice, and that everything you see, hear, taste, or smell is for educational and entertainment purposes only. It's on you to do your own research, and this video is one of the many resources you can use to build up that crypto brain. If you're new around these parts, my name is Guy, and I am a connoisseur of everything crypto. Coins, tokens, news, reviews, and protocols. Whether it's big or small, I've got to catch them all. The Coin Bureau is where you'll find my collection of quality crypto content, and I've got plenty more crypto clips on the way. If you're as crypto crazy as I am, crush that subscribe button and clank that notification bell to join the crypto clan. In the interest of time, I've left timestamps in the video timeline that you can use to see the future and even skip ahead. Just be aware that the information in today's video could make or break your bull run bucks, so it might be a good idea to watch the whole way through. Right, let's get on with it, shall we? Unless you're an absolute mad lad or lass, chances are you're holding most, if not all, of your cryptocurrency in one or more offline wallets. This means that when the time comes to cash out, the first thing you'll need to do is move that cryptocurrency off your wallet to an app or exchange that will let you convert that crypto into fiat. As most of you will already know, sending a cryptocurrency requires paying a small transaction fee. For cryptocurrency coins, this transaction fee is paid with that coin. So for example, ADA is Cardano's native coin, so you'll need ADA to pay the transaction fee when you send ADA. For cryptocurrency tokens, this fee is paid with the coin belonging to the network that the token belongs to. So for example, Aave is a token on the Ethereum blockchain, so you'll need ETH to pay the transaction fee when you send Aave. Normally, transaction fees to send crypto are quite minimal and cost anywhere between a fraction of a cent to a few dollars depending on the coin or token. However, when the blockchain is busy, it can cost hundreds of dollars to move that crypto out of your wallet to an app or exchange. What's worse is that the default transaction fee that many cryptocurrency wallets give you is not always correct. In the heat of the moment, you probably won't care if you're overpaying for a transaction to go through. If you wait around only to see that your transaction failed because the transaction fee wasn't high enough, though, you could risk losing some serious gains. The solution here is twofold. First, consider moving your cryptocurrency to a wallet that lets you set the transaction fee manually. This will make it possible to pay the premium you need to make sure your crypto arrives on the app or exchange they're going to in a timely manner, even if the network is congested. In my experience, the native wallets for the cryptocurrency coin used to pay transaction fees will usually let you do this, and you can find these in the documentation section of their websites. Second, make sure you have enough cryptocurrency to pay for inflated transaction fees. If you have Ethereum tokens, be prepared to shell out a few $100s of ETH per token for transaction fees. Now, I know EIP 1559 is supposed to soften the blow when it comes to gas fees, but I don't think it will help much when you have tens of millions of people trying to move their tokens around at the same time. You can learn more about Ethereum gas using my recent video, which I'll leave in the description. If you have any Binance Chain or Binance Smart Chain tokens, having around $20 worth of BNB should be enough. Pro tip: be sure to check what currency is used to pay the transaction fees for the tokens you plan on transferring. I've known many people who have gone into a frenzy after realizing they needed ETH or BNB to send a token out of their wallet. Second pro tip: if you've been hodling for a while, consider sending a small amount of crypto to your favorite exchange to familiarize yourself with the process. When Bittrex suddenly announced they would be delisting Monero at the end of December, many people who fell victim to the FUD didn't know that they would need to wait for their wallet to synchronize with the blockchain before sending their XMR for liquidation. Kudos to everyone who bought the dip. Anyways, a practiced transaction will also help you see if there will be any issues on the receiving end. Most of the issues you're going to face when it comes to cashing out will probably be caused by cryptocurrency exchanges. The first issue will be exchange outages. Despite having millions, if not billions of dollars to create a robust infrastructure, even the largest exchanges have a habit of going through outages when people need them the most. This is yet another reason why you should always keep most of your cryptocurrency in your own wallet. Self-custody makes it easy to move that crypto to other exchanges or exchange alternatives if your go-to exchange goes down. Naturally, the solution here is to have accounts on multiple reputable exchanges where you could transfer your crypto. However, sometimes the exchange that's currently down is the only one that offers trading for the altcoin you're trying to sell. If your altcoin happens to be a token on Ethereum or the Binance Smart Chain, you can use DEXs like Uniswap and PancakeSwap to trade that token for a stablecoin like USDT or BUSD until the exchange you planned on cashing out from is up and running again. DEX trades could cost you an arm and a leg in transaction fees, but under some circumstances, it might be worth the pocket pain. Pro tip: you can use bridges and wrapping protocols like REN to get cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Filecoin onto Ethereum or the Binance Smart Chain to use in DEXs. Assuming the exchange you want to transfer to is up and running, take a moment to check how long it will take for those funds to be credited to your account. Now, Binance does a pretty good job of tracking this and will even give you an estimate for how long it will take for your funds to arrive. Sometimes it might be worth sending your crypto to your secondary exchange, even if the primary one is fully functional, simply because your funds will be credited quicker. If you're sending your crypto to an exchange because you want to stack more sats or take profits to buy some other altcoin, then make sure you can actually withdraw the coin or token you're going for. You can usually check this by playing around with the crypto withdrawal options on the exchange you're using and seeing if you get any warnings about suspended withdrawals. If you're lucky, you'll get an email from the exchange in advance alerting you that deposits or withdrawals for a cryptocurrency have been or will be paused. Depending on the amount of cryptocurrency you're sending to an exchange, there is a chance that you'll be cursed with a second issue, and that's your funds being frozen. This seems to be more common on lesser-known exchanges, but I have a feeling fund freezes will become just as frequent on A-grade exchanges when the money starts to fly. Note that sometimes your inability to withdraw is simply because the cryptocurrency you deposited earlier has not gone through the necessary amount of confirmations to be fully credited to your account. A good example of this is Dash, which is credited to your account after one network confirmation on Binance, but requires 25 network confirmations before you can withdraw any crypto or fiat you sold it for. Given that the average arrival time is 23 minutes, 25 network confirmations works out to about 9.5 hours before I can withdraw that Dash or any crypto or cash I got from my Dash. If you've checked this and it's clear that your account has been thoroughly frozen, you will likely have to provide some sort of personal identification to unfreeze those funds. While the reason cited for the freeze is usually some rule or regulation, the fact that your funds can sometimes be frozen even if you've already completed KYC on your account leads me to believe that this is just an excuse. Bitcoin and Ethereum balances on exchanges have been decreasing steadily over the past year. If you happen to be trying to withdraw some BTC or ETH that you bought with your altcoin profits, freezing your account is a good way for an exchange to buy the time they need to get the crypto you're trying to withdraw. That said, in most cases, doing KYC in advance should be enough to prevent any fund freezes from happening. If you happen to be withdrawing stablecoins from an exchange, know this. Circle, which issues USDC, and even Tether, which issues USDT, have locked user funds in the past to comply with law enforcement. Depending on what exactly you've been doing with your crypto or plan on doing with that crypto, you might want to consider using a decentralized stablecoin like MakerDAO's DAI or Terra's UST. Time for a quick shout out to the sponsors of this video, AAX. This crypto-to-crypto exchange is powered by London Stock Exchange Group technology, and that means that performance, liquidity, and security are top of the line. It also supports spot trading for dozens of cryptos and has those futures markets as well. The folks at AAX are also running a $12,800 deposit and trade competition with 6,000 USDT up for grabs as the first prize. So, if you like extra value for trading, then be sure to check out the details for that. Oh yes, they're also giving away 1,000 USDT to celebrate Easter for anyone who can guess the price of Bitcoin on the 20th of April. One for the soothsayers indeed. But what about sign-up bonuses? Well, the exchange offers a 110 USDT bonus. Nice touch. So if you want a solid exchange with a boatload of promos and a top-notch sign-up bonus, then you're going to want to check out the link in the description below. Now, back to the magic. If the withdrawal you're making from an exchange is in fiat, you might want to think twice before completing that wire transfer. Countries like South Korea are starting to pay close attention to crypto transactions, and it's easy to understand why. Governments around the world have been spending billions of dollars to give artificial life to an otherwise dead economy, and this has put many of them into record levels of debt. Besides printing money, governments get their money through taxes, and there is going to be no shortage of taxable gains sitting around when this bull market is over. While it's unlikely that we'll see any drastic measures such as the proposed wealth tax in the United States anytime soon, depending on how much money you're planning to withdraw, you might want to do some serious research about any tax implications this could have. Now, I actually did an in-depth video about cryptocurrency taxes, which you can watch using that link in the top right. So, let's say you've managed to move your crypto from your wallet to an exchange and are comfortable with the taxes you'll incur from pulling out. The next issue you could encounter will come from the arch nemesis of cryptocurrency, the bank. Again, depending on the amount of money you're trying to withdraw from an exchange, you may not have any issues here. However, it is still possible that the bank will freeze those incoming funds or even your entire account because of suspicious activities. They'll then make you go through a much more bureaucratic process than any second-tier crypto exchange could cook up. As such, I strongly recommend giving your bank a call before you wire them your crypto gains so they don't shut you down when they see the Lambo money coming in. You might even want to consider opening additional bank accounts and cashing out between them in batches in case one of those bank accounts gets frozen. Like transferring your crypto from your wallet to an exchange, it's a good idea to go through the fiat withdrawal process once or twice with a small amount of money well in advance, just so you know what to expect. If you think you're going to need instant access to your crypto gains for whatever reason, your best bet is to get your hands on a cryptocurrency debit card. These let you turn crypto into cash within minutes instead of days and could cut out the need for a cryptocurrency exchange as an intermediary. The downside is that, like banks, any funds you send to companies like Crypto.com will be held in a centralized manner, whether it's fiat or crypto. Like exchanges, these crypto debit card companies could also freeze your account for arbitrary reasons. If the exchanges you use are knocked out and you don't have access to a cryptocurrency debit card, the last way you can turn that crypto into cash is using a P2P exchange like local bitcoins. Now, if you're thinking, but Guy, I don't want to get shanked in an alleyway, then you probably missed the memo. Local Bitcoins is actually based in Finland and has required KYC to use since 2019 because of European anti-money laundering regulations. It has consequently become a lot safer to use, and payments via PayPal and wire transfer are commonplace. Local Bitcoins is also available in over 200 countries, which is convenient if you're from a place where crypto isn't very common. The last topic I need to tackle is any regulatory issues you could come across in your quest to cash out. These could come up before, during, or after you've banked your bread. For starters, the cryptocurrency you're hodling could be at risk of being declared a security by regulators in the United States. If the SEC's case against Ripple is anything to go by, the side effects of such an announcement would not be pretty. Moreover, it could potentially put you in a time crunch to cash out when exchanges begin delisting that coin or token. You can check and see if your favorite crypto is at risk using the Crypto Ratings Council website, and you can use my video about the Ripple lawsuit to help you as well. Link is up in the top right. In terms of regulatory issues that could come up around the time you plan on cashing out, we of course have the looming rule around wallets and KYC by the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network. This could force US exchanges to do KYC on every crypto wallet interacting with their platforms. The Financial Actions Task Force also recently announced that they'd be taking a closer look at regulations pertaining to DeFi and NFTs, and many Western countries are working together to create a system that would detect suspicious activity on public cryptocurrency blockchains. Because cryptocurrencies on public blockchains like BTC and ETH are not perfectly fungible, every single coin has a unique transaction history. Depending on how these upcoming monitoring systems are set up, you could suddenly find that your crypto deposit is being rejected because you have so-called tainted coins that were used for illicit purposes in the past. Now, while there is some debate around whether or not tainted coins are actually a thing, some exchanges, such as Coinbase, already screen incoming funds for, quote, suspicious activity. Given that Coinbase and other crypto companies are starting to go public, it would not surprise me if the threshold of tainted coins became the new normal for many of these companies. When it comes to what could happen after you've cashed out, the first thing I'll say is be prepared for the possibility of a tax audit if you've made some fat stacks. It's not just the tax man that could come knocking either. If you're like me, any time you don't spend checking the charts is spent trying to convert no coiners to the cause. This is a noble goal, but you have to be very careful that you're not giving people financial or investment advice. If your portfolio booms while the portfolios of the people you advised go bust, you can bet that they'll be coming for you, and you could potentially find yourself up in court. Unless you're a trained financial advisor with some sort of insurance, you should not be giving anyone financial or investment advice. As promising as crypto gains are, they are not guaranteed by any means and should not be sold as such. The best you can do is educate yourself by watching content like this, put that knowledge to use, and hope for the best. On that note, if you're looking for specific guides on how to tell when to sell your Bitcoin and altcoins, I've done guides on both of those topics, and they'll be waiting for you in the description. Now, if you couldn't tell, today's video was a bit cathartic for me. I've lost count of the hoops I've had to jump through to convert my crypto into cash when the markets were hot. In theory, it's simple. Just move those coins or tokens to an exchange from your wallet, swap to fiat, transfer to your bank, and boom, you're on the moon. In practice, though, there will be serious issues at every step of this otherwise simple process that some of us currently go through almost every day. Things are already slowly starting to change, and I can see the writing on the wall. News of cryptocurrency blockchains becoming bloated or even grinding to a halt because of unprecedented transaction volume. News of exchanges glitching out, suspending deposits and withdrawals for sudden maintenance, and freezing accounts while their executives are probed and fined for breaking outdated financial laws. News of banks becoming increasingly hostile towards crypto as the traditional financial system starts to sink under its own weight, and news of regulators rushing in to suppress cryptocurrency before it deals the killing blow. There are so many moving parts here, and I'm sure I've missed a few issues that could come up before that big day arrives. If you can think of anything else that could crush your cash-out plan, then please do drop a comment for everyone else to see. If it's a good point, I'll even leave you a like. And speaking of likes, if you enjoyed this video, I'd very much appreciate it if you left me a like as well. If you want to make sure you see the next one, remember to subscribe to the channel and ping the notification bell. In the meantime, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok to stay in the loop with what's going on here at the Coin Bureau HQ. I've actually begun doing bi-weekly AMAs on Instagram, so keep your eyes peeled for those. If you want me to peel your eyes for you, you can join the Coin Bureau Insider Telegram channel, where I dish out the details about all the cryptos I'm watching. If you want to get a glimpse of my portfolio, though, you'll need to subscribe to my weekly newsletter. It's cost-free and also spam-free. What could be better? Ah, yes, maybe the merch at the Coin Bureau merch store. By popular demand, I finally launched my Not a Financial Advisor hoodie. So you can get your hands on this bad boy by using the link in the description right next to the links to my socials and newsletter. That's all for today, my fellow crypto crazies. Satoshi be with you.